It seems today that all we see are useless magic trailers you can't believe. So where are those informed, honest people who help you choose what to buy? With PropDog you can always rely. PropDog are a team who will always aim to please you. Integrity and service that you can't deny. It's time for PropDog Live!
Nah, not really. Got professional here today. Hello everyone and welcome to PropDog Live once again. I watched the live last week on the Saturday and yeah, it's a bit awkward at the beginning, wasn't it? But Alex wasn't aware of what was going on. But it's all sorted today. I'm back, everything's professional, but Alex is not quite here with us. We do have a shop full of customers at the moment, so Alex is just dealing with the customers. So you've got me for a little while. Until Alex has sorted the customers out and we can crack on then. So hello everyone, I hope you are all well. Congratulations Finley, yet again. It's getting boring now, Finley. I mean, it's like, you're like the Lewis Hamilton of Facebook Lives, you know, you're always there at the top. So and Robert Van Buren is nearly always second, so congratulations to you both. And Rebecca, hello Rebecca, nice to see you all again the other day. And I hope you haven't got, like, you know, divorced yet or anything. So yeah, it was a little bit awkward, but apologies for Alex, you know, bless him. He was only doing his best, weren't you, Alex?
What's that?
Nothing. Frank Valenti, hello Frank, over in Florida. He says, hello PropDog people and Prop Pets, happy Magic Friday. Yeah, Prop Pets, Bobo's still in a cage, we've got a lot of customers in, and Aki's currently wiped out on the floor down there. He's had a tough day. Otar says, hey everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm off to a gig in a few minutes, just dropping in to say hi. Well, nice to see you, Otar. Have a good one, my friend. Break a leg and blow something up. We'll see you next week. Torrin says, hello my friend. I hope you are well. And Matthew Colley, good afternoon from sunny Colchester. Good afternoon from, I think it's cloudy, but I'm not sure. We don't have windows around here. Hounslow. Amber says, hello everyone, what was the highlight of your week? Alex, is your bilge pump keeping you awake? He says yes, it is actually. Pete Donnelly, hey PropDoggers, hello buddy, I hope you're well mate, nice to have you joining us. Stacey's there, boom! Boom, shakalaka Stacey. Craig Petty, hello buddy, he says, hey Dave, the man, the myth, the legend. What about me though? I know you're the man, the myth, the legend, but what about me, Craig? You are the man, we're the men, yeah. We're legends together, yes, and myths. Jonas is there. Cheers Jonas, as always my friend. Greetings from Denmark, says Brian. And greeting from Hounslow. Martin says, Martin Album says, hello PropDoggers, I hope you're all fine. We are indeed. Howdy, first time watching live, says Roman. Thanks for joining us, Roman. It's much better live. You can kind of interact and ask us questions and get an immediate answer. Mikhail Zay says, hello. Peter Booth, looking forward to tomorrow's rant, Craig Petty. I did like the rant. So when Craig was on 2 weeks ago today, I went home on the Friday and I was good as a little kid because I knew it was going to be a good rant, and there I was in front of the TV having my little steak dinner. I was like, come on Craig, yes, give him some shit. It was brilliant, I like that. Right, Mikhail says from Denmark, Ottar will definitely blow something up, breaking legs is optional. Blow up a leg, how's that? That should be the new thing, not break a leg, blow up a leg. Blow off a leg. Hans says, hi Dave, welcome back, congratulations on the fish. Thank you Hans. Yeah, no, last week I was due to do the live and a friend of mine said, look, do you want to go fishing? And we're like, well, I've got the live show and we were going to stay out overnight, which I ended up staying out overnight on my own, so I just, yeah, what the hell, we'll go. So I had a really good day's fishing, stayed the night, and in the morning at 4:30 caught the biggest fish, well, not the biggest fish I've ever caught, but the, well, if you know fishing, you know there are carp that are big, and you can catch big carp, that's quite easy, but to catch the fish I caught, a bream, as big as it was, that's a fish of a lifetime. I've been fishing since I was 9 years old and got nowhere near anything as big and awesome as that. So yeah, it was a really good day and I'm really chuffed I went. So it was good, well worth missing the live for. Nick Brown says, brilliant service this week. As always, thank you, you're most welcome Nick. Chris Watts says, happy Friday, PropDoggers, or Prop Dodgers. He says, Bernie Chickering says, what's up PropDog? Hope all is well for you. Hello from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello Benny over there. Benny, are you having the same kind of heat wave they're having in Canada at the moment? Is it steaming hot? 'Cause I know Georgia's pretty much always quite warm, isn't it? But I know it's like in Canada at the moment. Is it 47 degrees or something? Crazy out there. David Harris, hello buddy. I hope you are well. Dean Thurman, hello Dean. Nice to have you join us. He says hello, PropDoggers. I thought you were giving up Magic, Dean. Shouldn't be watching this. Chris Gilder says, watch your day, even everyone. Hello, Chris. I hope your health is well. Kevin King, happy 4th of July weekend from the USA. Of course, yeah, you guys will all be having a bit of turkey this weekend, won't you? Fancy turkey this weekend, man. Charlie Robinson, happy Poets Day, and to you, buddy. Sam Jones, hey guys, thanks for having us on the live last week. It was great fun. No, you guys did well last week. You should come in again during the live. It was good to have you. Torin says, I'm in isolation now. Could you recommend any tricks? Torin, in isolation? What, you tested positive, mate? Or do you know someone's been tested positive? Recommend any tricks? Torin, you probably know the tricks in here more than I have. You played with most of them at some point. Recommend anything new? If you haven't checked out, check out some of the Daryl stuff. Some of the things like the jumping jacks or the knot. I mean, that's great, really good. A lot of the new Daryl stuff is the Rainbow Ropes from me remix. You've got Morphed, the whole thing. Check out some of the Daryl's ones. Look at the trailers, have a look, and if there's anything takes your fancy, drop us an email and we can give you some advice on it. Gerald says, hey Dave, what can you say about the only one, Martin Braces? What can I say about the only one by Martin Braces? The only one. Alex, what's the only one?
I'll show you.
I'll tell you what.
It's like a brainwave deck, but with blank cards.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Gerald, keep that question. When Alex joins us a little later on, ask Alex, and he can tell you a bit more about it than I can. Pete says, can't believe you chinned on us off to go fishing. Got to have a life, buddy. Got to have a life, you know. I work 24/7 in this place. Sometimes it's nice to just, you know, have a bit of time out and go fishing. It was an offer I could not refuse, and I'm glad I didn't. So, what do you say?
Can I ask you a question, actually?
Yeah, go on.
Come on,
ask me a question. Come on.
I've actually always liked to ask that. I don't think I've ever asked you in all the years.
Say hello, world.
Hi guys. Sarvin here.
Fresh in the place.
Yeah, fresh in the place. What's your favourite piece of magic? I actually do not know, apart from your ring flight routine.
What do I perform? Name the tricks I perform.
All I know,
the most regular, yeah.
All I know is from your lecture DVD, it's the ring flight routine, it's the card routine with wow in it, and your sugar routine.
There you go. You've answered the question.
Yeah, but like, what one of those? Like, if it wasn't one of those.
What if I had to do one trick for the rest of my life? I mean.
No, just like your favourite piece outside of your working repertoire.
What that I do?
Yeah.
Well.
Well, and how about this? One that you do and one that you don't perform.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So, little things like I used to hate linking rings. You know, before I ever did linking rings, it was like linking rings. Why do that? And I forced myself to learn it. And I do my version of Shoot Gow's routine. And once I mastered it, I fell in love with it. It's
I think I've seen it on your show reel, right?
You saw clips of it on there, but it's like a little
mini.
It's like a little piece of artwork. It's performing it right. It's almost like a dance. The choreography, the movements, getting everything right. Just the sequence after sequence after sequence. It's like almost like a flourish.
What were you doing it silently, or were you
so basically I was in Dubai, and they said, right, we want you to stand outside this 1,000-seater restaurant and draw crowds in. But of course, Dubai is multinational. You get so many people down there. You know, they might speak English, but they might be French, Swedish, Arabic, whatever.
You got to rely on pure visuals.
So most of my stuff was all interactive. So I had to get something visual. So I learnt the rings out there, and then I would sit outside the restaurant for 2 or 3 hours and just sit there and it'd be like artwork. I get really good at it, and people go past and they stop, and I'll be like. This. And then I get interactive, and then I go on. If anyone wants to see the routine, I'll get the rings out and show you the routine if you want to see it.
That's cool.
If you want to see it.
That's one you do.
That's one I do. One I don't do.
So one maybe you've seen another magician.
Now, I mean, depends. What are we talking about? Are we talking one
all close up.
Yeah, I mean, is this something like you do as a worker gig that I would do if I was still working, or that I would learn if I'm still working?
It doesn't have to be a worker. Just like your favourite piece of magic outside of your.
Oh God, put me on the spot. I have to start thinking about the thousands. The thing is, we see so much.
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah, I mean, I never did double cross on my act, but I would almost definitely do double cross or something similar to it if I was still going out there doing it. Jason's the nightmare ropes. What do you call it? The not the festive nightmare. The
I hate rope magic, so like I would.
Yeah,
I would not know.
Alex.
I think you got 2.
Watch the Tenyo Four Nightmares. So yeah, Four Nightmares. Watch the Four Nightmares on our show reel. Oh, sorry, on the product page on the website. You'll see Jason doing Four Nightmares. And again, if I was going to put a new thing on my act, 100% I'd be doing that. It's beautiful. And I've never liked Rope Magic, so
I might have to check it out then.
Have you seen him do it?
No, I haven't. Wait, has he done it on the live?
He's done it on the live, and he's done it on the page. Go in the back, go on the computer, and type in Four Nightmares on our site, and have a look at Jason doing. It's a beautiful piece of magic. So yeah, it is great. Right, where were we? Before we were so rudely interrupted by Savannah. Hi from Halifax, says Emma Stringfellow. Where are you watching the game tomorrow? Any prediction? I'll be watching it from home, and it's going to be Britain. Is that England? Sorry, Britain. England, guaranteed, 100%. I would say 2-1. There you go. Andrew Short says, good day from balmy Canada, sweaty balmy Canada, Andrew. How hot is it out there, my friend? Adam Evans says, hi Dave, what do you think of Measure to Measure by Ian Bailey? Looks cool. I haven't actually seen Ian Bailey do Measure to Measure, but I do have a little video for you to watch by Ian Bailey. So this is a good link actually. So while Alex is doing that, I can show you this. So Ian is a friend of PropDog. He comes in every now and again, and he is a fan of my heat-treated keys, my Easy Bend keys. And Ian came up with a little routine the other day, and it's a lovely little routine. And he says, do you think maybe it's something we can market? And I'm in two minds. It's one of these things where it's a lovely routine, but I don't know whether it's good as an effect to market to you guys or to sell to the Magic World, or whether it's worth putting as a bit of a download, or just something you publish in a magazine, or just save it for one day if he puts a book together. But we thought we'd get your guys' opinion on it, so I'll put the video on in a second. But yeah, just watch it and just think, just let us know afterwards if you think it would be good if we package it up, we make the gimmick for you, and just get you to do a little instruction DVD, and if we sell it as a release. I'll see you later, Pierre. Thanks, my friend. Or whether you think it should be just something published in a magazine, or just given away as a freebie. So over to Ian Bailey, and let us know your thoughts afterwards, guys. Here we go.
Hello PropDog family and friends, Ian Bailey here. I want to show you two very quick ways of keeping your keys safe this summer. That's the type of guy I am. Now the first way, very traditional, key ring. Keep your keys safe on a key ring. Now that's very practical, but not very secure, can come off. The second way, more secure, less practical. Let me explain. Rather than keeping it on a key ring, you keep it as a key ring. That's right. That is literally the cleanest definition of a key ring. That is literally a ring made out of a key. Now, like I said, very secure. Keep it on your finger. Not very practical. So I prefer, personally, going back to the first option, the traditional key ring, like so. Much more practical, but less secure.
There we go. Isn't that a lovely little routine? Really nice. So beginning, a middle, and an end, and quite visual and not too difficult to do. So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts. Because what we could do is to make the little ring for you out of the keys and sell that with instructions, or do you think it should just be a write-up? Because in Easy Bend keys, you can bend them quite easy yourself into that shape. So yeah, let us know your thoughts. Right, moving on. Oh, here's another update for you. So as many of you know, we do the Tyvek lottery tickets and other tickets for extreme burn, for well, any kind of extreme burn thing. We can custom print on it as well, which we have done in the past. See you later, nice to see you again. But one of the problems we've had is that our printer, which is a special printer to print on Tyvek, broke down and couldn't get it fixed, and they discontinued that type of printer. It's a very specialist type of printer called a gel jet printer, and it's only done by Ricoh. Ricoh had the technology, the patent for it, and they stopped doing it now, so you couldn't get it. So for the last year or so, we haven't been able to do Tyvek lottery tickets. Well, we had a customer inquire today, and he was asking about them, and I gave him the usual spiel that we couldn't do them anymore. And I thought I'll recheck it again just in case that these printers might be available again. And I found a little article online that they are being relaunched. So I phoned up Ricoh, or phoned a few numbers, and managed to get hold of a representative. And they are forwarding me the details to send me one and buy one directly from them. So hopefully within a week or so we'll be able to print on Tyvek again. Thank God. So if any of you guys do any custom Tyvek printing, or if you are after the lottery tickets, I know a lot of people have been emailing about them, we will be able to do them again. So very, very happy about that. There we go. Right, okay, Alex, have all the customers gone?
Yeah. When are we doing the live?
What, yeah, we'll do one later on. Yeah.
Got the camera on properly.
But
Got the camera on properly because sometimes that doesn't work.
I know.
Apparently.
Sometimes there's like a box around your face, and
I've heard rumours that may not work every time.
He's had tutorials on how not to do it. But what crazy thing, we've had no customers in all day, and then 5 minutes before we start the live, we get 3 customers coming.
Yeah.
So there we go. Oh well. Anyway, say hello.
Hello, people. How are you? It's Friday.
Yay! All right. Right, we were just talking briefly about what did I just ask you about?
It was about the one and only, was it?
The only one, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, the one and only, which I believe is the blank deck where they name any card and it's the only one that's printed in the deck. It works very similar to the old Frederick, which was
the Phil Plus Frederick. Frederick or
yes. Yeah. So the one so there was a Frederick before Phil. So before they had thin cards, you had another method of doing it.
Oh right, okay.
Which was the Campbell. Was it David Campbell? I think we'll say Bruce Campbell, but he's in Evil Dead, so it must be David Campbell.
Might have been him.
Dave Campbell. It was definitely Dave Campbell. Invented Frederick. So it's based on that. So you've actually got 2 decks of cards, and you can either equivocate red or black. Which if you only want to use it with 1 deck of cards, you do a bit quick and one equivocate question to start off with.
Yeah.
Or you can carry 2 decks of cards, and they can name any one of the 52. And then you show that that's the only card printed in the deck.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, so it's good. So it is really good. It's as powerful as a brainwave deck or invisible deck, but you do have to carry 2 decks around. And
your thoughts on it? Good, bad, average, okay?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I do like it. I do. I mean, it's just it's just simple, good, powerful trick. But the deck's not examinable. All of those sort of things that you use with the gimmick deck.
Some of the strongest magic out there is just simple and easy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Jonas says today's drink is Buffalo Trace Bourbon, celebrating PD Live and getting a new job after almost 2 years without employment. Well, if you're an alcoholic bum, you just drink all day long. You're not really going to get a job. You've got to get off and get sober and get out and get a job.
Well, we were discussing that. We were discussing that actually operating on a little bit of alcohol will improve your performance. Which
absolutely more creative after a beer. I mean, that's why Jonas is so creative.
I believe it's going to be called the Jonas effect.
Yes, yeah.
I've got the Jonas effect.
But congratulations on the new job, Jonas.
Yeah.
I hope it's going well. Let us know what you're doing. Nigel says happy Friday. I recommend Benny's Chickering's CVF.
Yep.
Benny Chickering's CVF. What's that?
Should be in next week.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to wait and see, Dave.
Adrian's there. He says, hey Dave, Evie saying hi as well. Evie? Ruff. Nice beat.
Ruff.
Oh, you hear that? Ruff. Who's that? Aki says hi.
Paul, I don't know how Aki
Come here. Hop. Good boy.
I don't know how Aki puts up with the amount of teasing and false.
Who is that?
Oh,
You're a good guard dog, aren't you? Good guard dog. Vicious killer. Benny Chickering says, yes, so freaking hot. Mainly the humidity.
Well, hi Benny. I didn't know Benny was on. Yeah. So it does look really good, but I haven't seen it yet.
In
obviously.
Canada, hot.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, Dave was saying that actually.
Yeah. Jim Hattie says, good day to you from Ashtabula in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Ashtabula, Ohio. One day I'm going to be in a pub quiz somewhere and they're going to say, where is Ashtabula? And we'll be like, Ohio. That one. But those random things. Jonas says, where's Alex? Did they both sing? I'm still waiting for that day when he opens the door at 9 in the morning, comes in soaking wet. Don't ask.
My battery's given up the ghost though in the boat, so I've had to replace the battery.
Battery? Didn't you get a new one when you started fixing it out?
Hey? I have got a new one, but the old one, so I have to change that. Changed that last night because the bilge pump suddenly stopped working.
My favourite piece of magic to watch is Teller's Miser's Dreams, says Adrian. Yeah, good call. RD Insta Light is awesome. Thank you, Jim. Benny Chickering says, indeed, man, I might be biased, but it's awesome. Laugh out loud. Matthew Colley says, Dave, totally understand if you don't want to share, but I'm making my own Easy Ben coins to go with Coin Vexed. However, I'm struggling to get them back to normal colour once treated. I tried brass opening a buffing wheel, it's still not great. Nowhere near as new and shiny as yours. Yeah, Matthew, you have no idea how long, how many, I wouldn't say hours, I wouldn't say days, I'd say weeks or months it took me to figure out the way to do it. Yeah, it is a absolute ball ache to do. So The final method I did it, so basically, yeah, make sure they're glowing red. I cool them very, very slowly. So I use Vermaculite. So Vermaculite is a loft insulation. It's a powdered Vermaculite, a powdered kind of very light, fluffy, almost like polystyrene material. So get a bowl of that. Once they're glowing, put them in that, and it will take them about 2 hours to cool down. The slower they cool down, the easier they'll come to bend. When you bring them out, they are going to be black, okay? The first part is to drop them in vinegar. Leave them for about an hour in vinegar. When they come out of that, get some hydrochloric acid, okay? Make sure you wear a gas mask, gloves, and do it outside. Drop them in hydrochloric acid, but don't leave them in there any longer than about 5 minutes or they will start to dissolve, okay? Once you've got them out of that, rinse them, dip them in sodium bicarbonate, which will neutralize any acid, and then I get a vibrating tumbler, okay? And you use walnut shells. So you get a whole load of walnut shells, put them in a vibrating tumbler. You need to have a lot of them because you've got to have the pressure going down, and then you get a couple of tins of Brasso, and then you get a tin of tea cut, and you put that in with all the walnut shells, and you leave them polishing for 3 days, and after 3 days they will come out beautiful and shiny. Hence the reason it's not easy for everyone to do, but that's how I do them. If you want to go ahead and do them, that's your method of doing them. But yeah,
suddenly they sound like a bargain.
Yeah, that's, people say, oh, how much for a couple of heat treated coins? You have no idea. Well, obviously you do, Matthew, because you've been through it all. But yeah, that's how difficult they are to make. And it's the same process for the Easy Bend keys as well. Exactly the same process, but the Easy Bend keys and the coins. So the coins, we stack up and we put them in a kiln. So you're going to use a blowtorch, but we put them in a kiln and we leave them in a kiln so it slowly goes up temperature, okay, and they'll be glowing hot for about an hour before we start to cool them, and it's the same with the keys. Stan's there. He says, afternoon Stan, afternoon everybody. Hello Stan, I hope you're well my friend, and there's a lovely piece of artwork sitting on this couch waiting for you, Stan. It's, move back, put your hand up,
I was going to poke the head round.
It's about that big. Well, I don't know if Stan wants everyone to see it. It's Stan's personal.
Sorry.
I mean,
I won't then.
If Stan wants people to see it, I'll show a video of everyone of me wearing it and testing it out for him. But yeah, it's Stan's little thing, so you might want to keep it a surprise for everyone. But it's there, Stan, on the couch, waiting for you to come and collect it anytime you want. And it looks amazing. Honestly, it's so good. Brilliant. Pete Donnelly says, ooh, we had a doo-doo. Does that mean you didn't make it to the toilet in time and you had a doo-doo, or what? I don't know. We had a doo-doo. Kevin King says, congrats to England on the win. Thank you, Kevin.
So that's it. So I think us reaching the latter stages is a celebration enough, isn't it?
Just beating Germany is enough. I mean, come on.
The idea of getting any further is irrelevant now.
Yeah.
We've done amazing well.
We beat Germany. That's what matters. Yeah, I mean, the rest is just irrelevant. Yeah. So what's his name? Croatia, all right, as well.
Oh, well,
Croatia out as well, because Croatia's one of our.
Oh yes, a little bit of a...
Rita's there, hello from Australia. G&T all round tonight. G&T, G and K for me, G and K.
Oh, for God's sake. Have you tried putting gin in it? You wouldn't have done
it. Have you? I have, it's nice. It's not as nice as gin and tonic, but it's nice, yeah. Matt Bosco says, yo, Dogsters, how's it hanging? Yeah, pretty good, thanks, mate. Yeah, a bit of the light, but pretty good. Yeah. Chad Davis says, morning from West Virginia. Morning, Chad. We've got a lot of people in the States joining us now. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good,
very nice.
Yeah, it's morning over there, though, isn't it? West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good morning,
West Virginia's got to be, what, 4 hours behind? No, 5 hours behind. So it's got to be, I'm guessing, well, it says morning, so I'm guessing it's 11:30 there, is it? Yeah, something like that. Andrew Short says, I watched PropDog in 40 below and 40 above. That's quite good. Peter Perkins says,
quite hot in here, mine, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's been 40 below here in the winter and 40 above in the summer, yeah. Or 50 above. Are we talking Fahrenheit or Celsius? Yeah. Peter Perkins says, good evening, guys. Hope you're all okay. Got Friday off again to watch the show. Yes.
Nice, yeah.
Ottar, you're still here, Ottar. Go and do your gig, Ottar. Go and blow a leg. He says, ha 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 ha. The key ring is brilliant. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, lovely little routine. Benny Chukrin says, that's great. Kevin King says, Alex mentioned he was doing a demo of Daryl's The Whole Thing in the future.
Oh, yeah.
PropDog Live.
I went on holiday, didn't I?
Stand-along review. Still waiting, mate. And
I went on holliday, didn't I?
Yeah. Didn't I say to you the other day, have you learned it yet? And you said, I'm going to, don't worry.
That's exactly what I said. No, I had looked up, I can't remember now.
Did you learn it?
Almost. not 100%. I was getting there.
Well,
So there it is.
don't,
Okay,
don't
so
do don't do a substandard performance. For
they're all
live. That would be
substandard.
good.
You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'll do it. Should I do it on the live or should I do it a standalone review?
Do both.
Okay, I'll do
Do a
both.
standalone review, then come and do it on the live. There
Yeah.
we go. Watch it, Alex. Says Chris Gunners.
Hey, Chris. That's it.
Scott Farrington, hello, buddy. I hope you're well, mate. He says, hi, mate. I hope you're well. We are indeed. Thank you. Do you know when you'll be getting N5 back in stock? It looks great. It is great, mate. Yeah. Have we got any coming in next order or not?
No, they're out of stock.
Right.
They're out of stock at the
Yeah. As soon as Murphy gets it back in, mate, we'll get some in. Sebastian Blickley says the key routine is a nice routine. Yeah, it's a nice little routine. Anything with a beginning, a middle, and an end like that, I like. Especially the way you end up as you started, which is always good in a routine. Razazay says, well done, Alex, with the engagement wing manning last week. Raza, don't encourage him. It's awkward. Awkward moment.
Is Sam and Rebecca on yet?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. All right. Hi, Sam. Hi, Rebecca.
Yeah,
Hope
they're
you're in the same room.
They're already married and divorced.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. You're in the same room. Craig Petty, hey man, hope things are good, says Roman Armstrong. Great trick, says Chad. Eddie says, hi lads, Friday again. A week flies when you're in your 50s at 60s. Doesn't it, Eddie? I've noticed that since 1 month ago today.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Yet.
I've been 50 for a month now. Can you believe that?
I know. I'm getting too close. I don't know what it's fun, isn't it? I don't know though. When you see.
Life changes to 50, mate.
Yeah, but it's because I thought it was all over at 30. Then I thought it was all over at 40. And now I'm staring down the barrel of 50. But you know. There you go.
Scary. Sean Churchyard says, any options on Pick Your Poison by Eric Olson? Seems perfect for my work. It's well made. If it's well made.
It is well made. I really like it. Where is it?
Good boy.
You
find that, I'll crack on.
No, I found it. So, I mean, it's very easy. It's very simple.
I haven't seen it.
I won't tell you how it goes. Yeah, so you have 3 coasters.
I didn't even know we had this in stock.
So you have 3 coasters. One's got whiskey on it, which, interestingly enough, is spelt the Scottish way rather than the American way, which is nice. Beer and wine. You go, I know which drink you're going to do. There's a little bet of £20 if I get it wrong. Blah blah blah. And yep, and you know, hopefully they choose beer, and you go, I knew you would choose the beer, and you can show that these are blank. So they're really good. I mean, they're standard coasters that have been printed. Get a nice wallet. You do get the banknote, which is kind of a plastic version. But if I was you, I'd get one of our, you know, your own currency, and just write whatever you want it like that. So use your own currency there. So I get rid of the note and use your own currency. But yeah, so there you go.
Where's the flap?
It's flapless.
It's flapless?
It's flapless.
Where's the magnets?
No.
Where's the thread?
No threads. No rough and smooth. Very, 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 very simple.
Sometimes the simple ones.
Yeah, and the thing is, you've got you have all of that fun. You know, it's a bit like bank night. The fun is getting people to choose something in a random way, and all of the gags that you can do with it. So, no, I really like it. So especially if you work in a bar or you're in a pub, very good.
High five. Just made some.
You should go to a nail bar like that. That's the way you go.
So we've been making a new batch of little hand gimmicks, and yeah, we decided to make a few coloured ones as well. A few people order them as custom products, but we thought we'd make some advance. So yeah, we've got a few blue ones and white ones, and so here we go. So that's your Incredible Hulk. There you go. That's your standard darker colour for the Asian community. There we go.
Can I stop you, Dave? Because you remember that balloon trick?
Yes. Don't worry.
Okay.
This one will be your. Yes, your
Other hand?
chimney sweep.
Your chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep. Alright, let's go.
Right.
Start those.
Your red one will be the your devil. Your little devil helps you, or it can be your bloody hand. Here's your snowman.
Jason.
Snowman. Jason. Yes.
Jason one.
A little albino over there. Your little
Jason.
yeah, a Jason one. And you've got your blue one, which is Smurf.
Yep, Smurf. You
Smurf,
have a little Smurf.
yeah, a little Smurf. There we go.
Good. Please tell what this is going.
Or a blue man from the Blue Man Group. And a yellow one.
This is where it's going to go bad. Thank God for that.
Little
Thank
Simpson
you,
character. There we go. Little Simpson character, or your Sunshine Man.
Yes.
How did you do that? Well, I didn't do it alone. I've got a little sunshine mine over here. Look, here's my sunshine man. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him 5. It's hot, you see? It's hot. Sunshine. There we go. So yeah, we got some custom colour ones. If you want custom, if you want a colour we haven't got, let us know. We can also do clear ones. So I used to like the clear one because I said I got a little man who helps me out. He's very small and he's invisible as well. You know, he's like the invisible man, and then you show the little clear one. It's like an invisible hand. So I told you it's invisible, but it's gone again. There we go. Just nice thing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Moving on, Roman Armstrong says, Craig Petty, oh, we've done that one already. Great trick, Eddie Grant, hey Friday again. Yeah, I've done that one. Why is the scroll down? I've missed that. Any options on Pick Your Poison by Eric? Oh, we've done that one. Yeah, okay. Why are these repeated? Stephen Blair says, did I beat Finley this week? Yes, Stephen, congratulations, you are first. Yeah, congratulations, well done. Josh Wood says, I'm going to work experience at Magic Box in Newcastle next week. Very excited. Oh, Josh, you're going to have a whale of a time, mate. Absolute whale of a time, yeah. They're a really nice bunch over there. So, yeah, you'll learn a lot about the tricks of the trade as well. You shall have fun. Jonas says, Nick Trotz also had a version of a Phil Cart's trick called Oscar.
Trust. God, that bourbon's going down well, isn't it, Jonas? Yeah, no, that's true. I suspect actually that Dave Campbell and Nick Trost are quite close friends, certainly in the Magic community a few years ago, and but I do think Dave Campbell will be the one claiming to be the first. It became a very popular plot very quickly, though. So,
ding dong, says Charlie Robinson. Ding dong.
ding dong.
Ding dong. Favourite trick, maybe? Yeah.
Oh,
Ding dong.
yeah.
Doorbell going off.
Yep.
Ding dong. Frank Valenti says, Alex, have you seen the 1914 release Deep Breath? All about Gilbreth
The Gilbreth
principle.
principle.
The Gilbreth principle. If you have, what are your thoughts on it?
I haven't seen it. No, be very interested.
What's the Gilbreth principle? I don't know that one.
Do you not know the Gilbreth principle?
I know the Bonsall principle.
Right. Okay. Oh God, how do we explain it? So you have the deck set up in pairs.
Yep.
So it's like a stay stack, mirror stack. If you can shuffle the two halves together, and they'll still remain. They'll still remain in pairs equally.
So, like you'd have on shuffleboard, for example, Simon Nelson shuffleboard. Is that what you're saying? So then, when
no, that's not the Gilbreth. No, that's the other principle.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit more complicated than that. But I mean, I use it for Max Maven has a trick called what's it called? Mockingbird. Brilliant.
Right.
So basically, you can have you know people can shuffle the deck. You can hand the deck around, all be shuffled. Like you can do a legitimate riffle shuffle, and you still know where the mate of their card is.
Principle, right.
Very clever.
This is why I hire him.
It's very clever, but the maths behind it, I haven't got a clue.
Well, Craig knows about it. Craig says, Frank Valenti, I love it. I reviewed it recently. Some great material on that project. Awesome. Raza says, David and Alex, what difference do you feel graphic design, logo and branding related efforts have made for your website, videos, business cards, plus promotional materials, if possible, please? E.g. the logo, branding and colour scheme related efforts for PropDog have come across as truly excellent, I feel, Raza. Okay, so Raza, for my Dave Bonsall, I didn't really have a logo as such. I did all the design work for that myself. The only thing I got professionally done was the copywriting. So once I built my website, I paid a small fortune for a copywriter to come in and sort of read everything and redo it. And he did it in first person because I'd done it originally in third person. But I didn't spend any money on logo designs, colour schemes. I chose everything myself. When it came to PropDog, initially the old-fashioned PropDog logo, we got any around here? The old-fashioned one was my design. Based on, I wanted it to look a bit similar to the Pixar logo with the little lamp on it, because it was a familiar logo. I figured a PropDog with a similar feel to it and similar colour scheme, people might feel it more recognisable. But then when we rebranded about 2 years ago, I spent a hell of a lot of money getting it professionally done. So we had somebody come in and redo it, and the new kind of PropDog logo over there is what they came up with. So for us as a website, as a shop, I think is quite important. As a performer, no. As long as your website is clean, crisp, looks the part, what's more important is content on it, and most importantly, reaction photos and reaction videos, which we've gone on before. That's what sells it. People don't go, oh, I'll hire him because he's got a nice logo. They go, I'll hire him because I've seen in his video what he can do with people, and that's what I want at my party. I want them to laugh and joke and cry like he did and be amazed.
Yeah, there is a case. I mean, I think if you're if you've got a very specific market, then you might want to claim that you're, you know, I don't know, the nightclub magician or something. You might want a buzzword like that that really hangs. That So if that's your USP and you really want to go for it, otherwise it's not too much to worry about.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't have a crap website either, and don't make it look old-fashioned with loads of different colours on it. And we see some websites, don't we? Sometimes, oh god. They've used every single font they can because they're there, every single colour because they're there. So as long as you have a nice looking, good feeling website, you're fine. If you struggle with that, make sure you spend some money on it. It's part of your toolkit. You know, a plumber wouldn't go and buy tools from a pound shop. Well, some of the ones I've employed in the past might have done. You know, you go and spend initial good money to get your good tool set, and a website is one of your tools. So don't be afraid to spend money on that. But yeah, don't go spending too much money on logos and branding and everything as such. You don't really need it. You know, once you're a big shot, you know, famous gazillionaire magician, then maybe, I think Dynamo has his own font. Ottar says, geez, hydrochloric acid is no joke.
He started christening people, has he?
Hydrofluoric acid is no joke, but yeah. Hydrochloric acid, by the way, if you don't know, is drain cleaner. So if you go to a hardware store, you can buy drain cleaner, and that's what it is. You can dilute it with water as well to make it a little less volatile, but it's one of those things you've just got to be careful with it. You know, make sure you're covered up, and never ever add water to acid. Always add acid to water, because if it splashes back and you've got acid and you put a little bit of water in, all the acid splashes back. But if you've got water in there and you add the acid to it and it splashes, you only get a tiny bit of acid. But yeah, look online and just you know, watch some videos on handling it if you're worried about it. But
we say we take no resposibility for anyone messing about with hydrochloric acid, hydrofluoric acid,
hydrofluoric acid is ridiculously. I mean, you've got to have special licenses to hold it. You put it on your skin. You can't wash it off with water. It burns all the way through. Hydrochloric acid, you put your hand in hydrochloric acid, bring it out and rinse it off, and it's fine. You're not going to go, oh god, it's burning. You know, it'll tingle a bit. But if you splash it on yourself and put it on your tap, you'll be absolutely fine. I always have some.
Can I just reiterate? We don't advocate actually.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
A little safety tip: get a bucket, put some sodium bicarbonate in it. You can buy sodium bicarbonate. You can either buy it as baking powder or just go to a hardware shop and buy a load of it. You can buy it on Amazon. I always have a bucket, put some sodium bicarbonate in it. So if I ever do splash any on me, I just get that. I just dip my hand in it or just splash it over wherever I am. If you splash it and you're wearing jeans or shoes and you get some on your jeans or shoes, it will kind of do like a bleached effect. When you throw it, but it'll bleach them. If you wear blue jeans, you'll have white patches. That's why a lot of my t-shirts have little white patches around them every now and again. Eddie Gibbs says, Eddie Grant says, can you not polish coins up with HP Source? I've never tried that one, Eddie, but it's more about polishing them. You just polish a coin with a polisher and some polishing compound or brasso, but it won't necessarily get off the effect you get from the heat treatment. You can buy what you call a weld brush, a bit of kit, about £2,000. You can just brush over it and take it off in one go, but we've got one, but it's too time consuming to use on coins. We do it for heat treated forks instead. But yeah, your best bet is literally as I've described it. Chris Watts says, doo-doo. When was you answering the questions of your favourite magic? You said doo-doo, laugh out loud. That's what he means. Oh, okay. Right. What magic do you do? Matthew Colley says, and why, and this is why PropDog is awesome. Thanks, Dave. I'll stop being tight and pay. Everyone can confirm it's a bargain. I spent a week there. You're definitely paying for Dave's labour, time and effort, so we'll get my order in.
I think good for having a go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
good crack. Well done.
Well, I've mentioned how to do it online before. It's like the copper silver coins. You know, I teach you how to make them yourselves, but it's a real faff to make. So it's easier for us to do them in bulk than it is for you guys to do them individually. So like when you're sitting there trying to do a handful of coins, we're doing probably 500 coins at a time, and because we do them in bulk, if we're going to pour so many coins into a bucket of acid, it doesn't matter whether it's 10 coins, 100 coins or 1,000 coins. Well, 1,000 coins is a bit heavy. It's all the same. When we put them in a polisher, we put 100, 200, 300 coins in a polisher at a time. You know, it's easier for us to do bulk, where you guys, it's not so easy. And we have the equipment. We have the technology. Christopher says, what's Christopher's surname?
Malangaraparthan.
Pretty good, yeah. Mangalaparthy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mangalaparthy.
Christopher M to his friends.
Christopher.
I believe.
Chris. CM says, hi guys, have you seen, have you seen we have an all-German referee team for the match against Ukraine? except the fourth official who is Spanish. Good, we have just beaten them, or they would have any kind of history with the Germans, right?
To be fair, I really think our name's pretty much mud with every European country. I would have thought. I don't think. I mean, you know, we've managed to piss them all off.
Oh, I haven't mentioned about the Brexit thing, have we? Right, so guys, as you know, we were very worried about the whole Brexit thing. As from the 1st of July, all the rules are changing, meaning we have to register for VAT in an EU country and charge VAT at the local rate and differentiate at checkout whether you spend more than 150 euros or below, and it was going to cause massive problems, and we're worried it might be too much, so we wouldn't even be able to deal with customers in Europe now. Well, just to let you know, it is all sorted now, and they've made it all voluntary now. So this scheme, you don't have to go into it. It's a voluntary scheme. Voluntary scheme. So as from 1st of July, we can keep on dealing with the EU. It just means that when you order from us, you will still get a customs bill when you order. So if you order something for £100, you should in theory get a £13 bill your side when it arrives that you then have to pay, but it depends obviously what value we put on the order itself. Yeah, it can work out still pretty cheap to buy from us, so yeah.
If in doubt, drop us a line.
Yes, but as a customer realised recently, he paid for a courier delivery and they charged him a lot of money. I think it was an admin fee or something for dealing with the UK, but by Royal Mail you should be fine. Finley says it's actually mad that France, Germany, Portugal and the Netherlands are all out apart from England. So it's coming home. It's coming home.
Look, I actually think Belgium are going to win it.
Really?
I'll say that now. Yeah. As much as everyone's getting really, really excited.
Should we have a wager?
I think Belgium's going to win it.
I bet you'll pound England and win.
The whole thing. All right,
yeah.
Belgium.
You still will, Belgium, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. If neither of them win, then we're quits.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
No chance.
It's going to make that game awesome to watch now.
No chance. We've got the Ukraine, yeah. That's going to be... Anyway. All right, come on.
That's 3 weeks' wages for Alex.
Yeah. I'll have to sell my boat.
Or a new boat.
Yeah.
Oh, you get £2. You can, why, if you sell your boat, you get £2. Let's do £2. Okay. Roman Armstrong says, "Great Betty, yeah, man. I've got something I'm working on. I'd love to show you. Drop me a message and we can sort something out." Otto, you're still here. Otto, why are you here? You got a gig. You're late. He says, "Am I right thinking this is the 100th live stream you have done?" Have you got photographic memory or something?
I think you might be right.
Yeah, it is. This is our oh, hang on. Well, when you say we've done or I've done, because I haven't done. I've missed a few, and you weren't here for some of them.
So
I have no idea, Otto, but that would be awesome if we have 100 lives.
We haven't marked it at all.
At least an hour at a time, probably 200 hours of live show. Wow.
I think it might be the 100th Otto's watched.
Yeah. But then again, he watches several of our shows over and over again, so does that count really? I'll catch up later on YouTube. Curtain call in 5 minutes. Bye all. Oh, he's sitting on his phone. It's good. See you later, Artar. Have a good one, my friend. Chris Watts says, "Bye, Artar." Vicar Alex says, "Walter." Rebecca says, "Hey Alex, thanks again for having us on the live last week. It was great fun, except for the whole engagement thing."
Yeah.
Chris Watts says, "Or should that be a bowl? Blow off a leg."
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Bowl them over. Pete Donnelly says, "Only 50, Alex." No way, I know. Doesn't look a day over 70. Chris Gilder says, "Everything drops and packs up at 50.
Yep.
Oh yeah. When? Got me worried now. Scott Farrington says, "When performing at a gig, is it okay to start off with the strongest effect, i.e. ring flight, or start off small like sponge balls? Someone told me never start off big, work your way. Never start off big, work your way into the big effects. I thought that was strange." Right, okay, so Scott, the official thing used to be start off with your second best trick and finish with your best trick. Okay, and if you're doing a stage act, 100%, because you are there with the audience for, let's say you're doing an hour show, that audience is not going to go away halfway in between your act. They're going to be there for the beginning and they're going to be there for the end. So they start off, wow, that was a great trick, rest of them good, and then, oh, amazing trick at the end, show goes down, you get a standing ovation, brilliant. However, when it comes to close-up, that's different because you don't always know what's going to go on. You may be in the middle of a trick and dinner gets served. or so they have to get up and go for whatever reason. You don't know what's going to happen. And close-up is far more important to grab their attention straight away. At the magic show, they've come to see you. They're expecting a show. At a table, they're not expecting magic. I mean, you may get certain environments where they are expecting magic, but a lot of environments, they're not expecting it. So you've got to win them over as fast as possible. So I always say, start off with your strongest effect at a gig, right? Do your strongest thing. For me, I kind of have three strong things. So I have my ring routine, which I think is strongest. I have my card routine, which is second strongest, and my sugar routine, which my card routine is third strongest. My sugar routine is second strongest. So I start with my ring flight. I'll go straight onto my card routine, and then I'll work out how much time I've got left of the gig, and afterwards, if need be, I'll come back and do my sugar routine so I can finish strong. But sometimes I don't get a chance to see it, but it doesn't matter. I've already done my strongest effect, and chances are, after I've done my ring routine, the first thing I do is say, thank you for watching. My name was David. Here's some business cards if you want to hire me. I'll see you later on. I'll come back. And as I leave the table, people reach over and grab the cards because they've seen the strongest effect, and immediately they think every effect is as good as or not better. So they've got my details straight away. So I will say for close-up, start with your strongest effect. And if you know you're going to be there for long time, or you're going to be there, or they're going to be watching you to the end, and you can get through your act, then by all means do your second strongest last. If you're not sure that you know, let's say you're at a restaurant and you started off with your strongest effect, second do your second strongest effect, and then your third strongest effect, because at some point that meal is going to come out, or they're going to have to get up and go. So I hope that helps a bit, mate. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. Other people may have different values, but I'm right.
I sometimes don't know what they're going to consider to be the strongest effect. Like, so you've mentioned sponge balls. I've done sponge balls followed by what I thought was my strongest effect, and they've still been baffled by the sponge balls. And you go, oh, okay, well, obviously. So, you know.
It does sometimes be different for some people, but the way I judge it is after years and years of performing, you get to know which tricks get the best reactions and which ones they like the most. I mean, yes, Scooby Sponge Ball is a great trick and people really like it, and my sponge ball may be along the mediocre range of what I think compared to my ring flight. Yeah. But there are other magicians out there that may not do stronger effects, and sponge balls may be their best trick. But for me, I know which gets the best reactions. Sponge ball gets good reactions, but not as good as a sugar routine, card routine, or ring flight. So that's how I judge it on mine. So and you work out over time which your favourite tricks are, Scott, or what the audience favourite tricks are. What is that noise?
Someone's.
It's drilling, isn't it? It's drilling next door.
Okay.
I thought they had soundproofing next door. Obviously not. Right. Okay. Let's talk something. We've waffled on about this stuff. Let's talk about something this is
nice to meet you, which is a
nice to meet you too. And what we got to watch?
It's version 1.1, which made us chuckle.
1.1, yeah.
Made us 1.1. I don't know what happened to 1.0, but anyway.
Or 0.5.
Don't know.
Or 0.1.
Or
nice 0.1.
Which is a rather nice little card balancing, very simple card balancing trick by Masuda of the WoW thing. And you can balance the card either on the table, on a fan of cards, on an object. It's a nice little routine. It's not 100% all the way around. You've got pretty good angles, and unless you've got a little bit some sort of dark art camouflage going around, you can't show it all the way. But yeah, it's nice bit of fun, and it's only
awesome.
$19.99. So if you watch the trailer and you like what you see, that is a genuine representation of the angles and everything else. So $17.99, nice little offbeat little card balance. Do a business card, do any card you want. Shows you how to make the gimmick.
I have a problem.
What's that?
I've drunk all my kombucha.
Oh, yeah.
I've drunk too much today. Got no left.
See, I've got
what am I going to do?
I've got a whole bottle of Pepsi Max around there. You know.
Have you?
Yeah. See, just like that one. So, you know, so selling in shops.
Have we got any books to talk about?
We have got a couple of books.
Okay, well, tell you what. You talk about the books. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, go on.
I'll have a cup of coffee. You talk about books.
Right, but I don't know about okay. Right, well, don't be too long because I don't know that much about these. But these came in yesterday, and I flipped through them, and really, hang on, let me just say how much they are. Yeah, $18.99 each. They're not the biggest books in the world. They're written by James A. Ward, who is a member of the Magic Circle and has won various awards for literature and tricks. So the Cecil Lyle Award, which is awarded to the best trick, published in the Magic Circle and stuff like that. And he's written these two books, which we just got in yesterday. So his Magic with Meaning and the little book of thick. Now obviously that relates to a thick card, and I'm guessing it's very similar. It's a bit bigger than the pamphlet that Steve Bedwell released called Thick Stick. And the thick card really is an underutilised, very similar I think to a breather crimp or even like a short card. People forget how much control these little gimmicks can give you. So he runs through a few nice, would I say innovative? Yeah, I guess so. You know, shows a broad range of the stuff it can do as a card locator and so on. So you know, and if you're getting the deck shuffled, and you can use them for things like multiple selections and all of that. And a little thick card, no one's ever going to notice a thick card in the deck. So it is a wonderful, wonderful, very simple, very cheap gimmick. And yeah, so there you go. So James A. Wood, it's got a fair few tricks in it. I should show you. I'll say about 15 tricks crammed just within the 60 pages. So when you think about it, you know, it's not lavishly printed like some of the more recent books that you get from Vanishing Ink and so on. But it's only $18.99 for 15 tricks. You're going to use a couple of them, and it might inspire you to go, you know what, I can improve my card handling or improve the fairness of a routine just by sticking in a thick card. So really, really useful read. And this is the lecture notes he's got, which is Magic with Meaning. And basically the idea there is that every trick should sort of resonate with the audience member. It should have some sort of point, a good little hook. So he points that out the way through it. A little bit like, in a way, I suppose scripting magic might do. And again, it's only 50 odd pages long, slightly less tricks. So I'd say there's 10 tricks in there. A good variety of tricks that are not all card tricks. Obviously this is 100% card tricks, not necessarily card tricks. And yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I love these books because they're not very daunting, and if you're not really a big book reader, you can really get the idea of using your imagination and exploring what can be done with simple principles in Magic. So you would definitely make your card magic, or any of your magic, stronger by understanding the idea of throwing in a good emotional hook or something that resonates with your audience. And yeah, so there you go, $18.99 each. Yeah, I really recommend them because, you know, basically you can read that in almost no time, and it might get you reading. It might get you understanding just a little bit more about how to use these things. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, James A. Ward, for writing both of them. And I'll buy you a drink if I bump into you in the circle. Right, there you go. Did you draw something else?
You buy him a drink if you ever bump into him in the circle.
Yeah, I'll never bump into him in the circle.
Will you try and persuade him to get married to someone? At least never weak of this. Can't get away with those.
I got so much stick for that. Sam and Rebecca, I'm really, really sorry. You know, I got a bit carried away. Shouldn't have done it. But it was lovely to see you. And yeah, there you go. I'm running on. Oh God, I don't know what you're going to do now.
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
Just making something. Just making a gimmick.
All right.
Recognise him now? It's Alex.
See, this is. Where's HR? So it's lovely, isn't it? Because the best bit about working here is you know, you get to make these mistakes, and you're just forgiven almost instantly, aren't you?
I never bring it up all day long for a week.
Yeah. It's instantly forgotten. It's just brushed aside. It's under the bridge. Yeah, thanks. I'm sorry about the boxes, I'm sorry about the cock up at the start, and I'm sorry, Sam and Rebecca, for the proposal.
Rebecca says, with the coloured hands, could you have an entire set of superhero assistants? Red is Spider-Man, black is Batman, etc. You kind of could, Rebecca, but then you'd have to kind of make the hands look more like Spider-Man and Batman and everything like that. And put it this way, the initial one of these I carved from jeweler's wax. It took around 3 weeks to carve. just to get all the detail in there to make it look like a hand, and about 10 attempts because they do break. And then once I cast it, I then had to turn it into a resin cast and make a master. So it's not like I can just pop downstairs and quickly make a Batman one. It's not that easy. So if you could stick things to it or draw a little Spider-Man thing on it, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. Get a Sharpie on it, I suppose. Sam says, hey Alex, cheers for last week. I've given the wedding planner your details and told them you'll be paying for the wedding. It was great fun. Thanks for having us on. We loved it.
Well, you know what, Sam? You know what? Your wedding is going to be on a beautiful narrow boat. I would say travelling down the Thames, but you won't be. You'll be moored up on a grotty island.
Diving mask.
Yeah.
Gas tank on the back.
Yeah. But please bring your waterproofs. Be in your swimming costume, base bet. But yeah, it'll be a pleasure. And actually, obviously, as I'm the captain of the boat, I shall be able to marry you.
Oh, of
so
course you
there
will.
you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, job done. See you Saturday.
Daniel Beale says, I don't have time to watch, or don't have... Well, you know, I don't have time to watch as I'm working right now, but can you guys talk about the new ring flight that's just come out, where the person is holding your car keys?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, ha, ha. Well,
So
I don't believe everything you see in a Magic trailer now.
Funnily enough, so we saw it about a week ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we have a right.
And I emailed Murphy's and
Yeah.
said, listen, you got to look at the trailer.
Yeah.
They promised they would.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So wrong. So for those of you who don't know, apparently this is your new ring flight. Right, here's a set of keys like that. Wonderful. You keep hold of that. And can I borrow your ring?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Here's a ring. It's gone. And look in your hand. It's on your car keys.
Yep.
What they don't show you is you say, oh, I'll have that back a little while over here, and I'll put it over here again. Can I borrow your ring? And now you can have those back again while I make your ring vanish. Yeah, it's very naughty on the trailer. We have had a word about it, and we were going to do another one of our little honest trailer kind of things. I'm sure Craig out there is going to dig into this pretty heavily on one of his rants in the future, or one of his honest trailers. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, it could be a nice little effect on its own. Yeah, if you just ignore the fact that they're making out that they're holding the keys the entire time.
He says, I think, even if the trailer. So the trailer's cut, so you miss it, but he does actually say that it's in their hands the whole time, and it might be in their hands the whole time, but you still touch them whilst they're in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
It's...
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. There you go.
You don't need to do that.
Can I borrow a ring off you? Would you
there you
mind?
go.
Oh, thank you very much. And what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you, Alex. I've got your ring over here.
Yep.
In a minute, I'm going to make it vanish. But what I want you to do, if you can, just hold my car keys. Keep hold of those. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to make your ring vanish. Watch. 1, 2. It's gone. Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing. Where is it?
And it's back on my car keys. Oh, I gave them to you, didn't I? Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Exactly the same thing. Yeah, except this method is slightly cleaner than their method.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I mean,
if you've got a ring flight, you can just do it already. You know, don't worry about it. All you need to do is literally have that there. You know, get your ring, do your vanish like that, and say I'm going to make a ring vanish. But before I do, just for security, so you know I can't go home with that. Hold on to that. Watch this, okay? Draw the attention over here, and it's gone, and it's going to appear magically underneath this mouse. Oh God! Oh, looks like you get to keep my car. And oh,
yeah.
You got it. There it is. That's all you need to do. It's the same thing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't want people reverse engineering the trick and all of that stuff, but
they lied.
They
lied on the trailer.
And it's just not necessary because it's just not necessary to do that. It's just wrong.
If you want to get the ring fly,
and it might be good.
It's still a nice little routine. Yeah, you can still do it. They just don't believe that you can give it to them in advance.
It might be a good method, and you know, but
I'm sure it hooks on really nicely. It looks nice. There's other things you can do with it as well. You've got that lovely little prediction thing with it, with the double writing and everything. So it's still a nice little routine. Just don't lie on your trailer.
Yeah, I'm holding off. I'm holding off till I see it, to whether or not I really slate it really badly. But yeah, watching the trailer, we were very angry.
There we go. Adrian says up the ante. Used Gilbreth.
Gilbreth. Yeah. There's. I mean, the Gilbreth principle. I mean, it's just shocking. It is wonderful.
I'll have to look into it. Daniel Beale says it's called Fly Ring of Flight Evolved. Yes.
Yeah, but it's by Julio Montoro, who I think I've probably bashed a few times. I can't remember him coming out with anything.
He seems to do these
that I like.
The videos and the trailers and very unusual stuff. He wears his hood up all the time, doesn't he? He's not very. I'm not
his biggest fan, and I'm holding off on really slagging off Fly until I've seen it.
Yeah.
when maybe I'm right. But oh, so we have got something else. He brought out this, or his Illusion series. He hasn't actually put his name on it. Felix Bowden has, but it's in conjunction with Julio Montoro. And this is, you know, that card that vanishes, the middle of the card that vanishes.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's that, and it's also a sponge ball routine. I'll show you when you get in there. So I'll let you open that, Dave, and see what you get inside.
Very tight angles on this, if I remember rightly from looking at the video.
Yes, but so this is one of those things where they do say it is purely for social media.
I haven't got a problem with that. If the angles are tight and they say that, that's fine.
The angles are tight. They are clearly tight. So you get, one of the problems is that you have to make it all yourself. So you get stuff to make the card, and you get stuff to make the sponge ball to deck. Well, you don't get the deck of cards though. You have to find your own deck of cards. So there's a bit of arts and crafts involved. So be warned about that. Not hard arts and crafts, but there is some involved. Very angly. So practice it, and then use it on your social media, and you'll be golden.
Cool.
So that is it's $30.99 for two very visual tricks that are, you know, definitely ideal for your old TikTok. They're very quick, so I'd say TikTok rather than all the other platforms. Like, I don't know anything about social media, but yeah. So that is one of those things where I think is. Well,
you still have your MySpace account, don't you? That's how you do all your social media?
Yep. You can catch me on Friends Reunited. Let's not do that again. Right.
Pete Donnelly says, I recently built myself a website using Squarespace. I'm really pleased with it. And I saw it, Pete, when you come in, and it is really, really nice. It's a really professional looking site. And again, so Raza, if you haven't, I know you have got a website, Raza, and it's fairly good if I remember. But yeah, if anyone else out there wants to build it, do look into Squarespace. Looks good, Pete, says Chris Gunners. Yeah. So there's a link if anyone wants to check it out. Christopher says, Dave, you said the surname perfectly at 1 point. Mangalaparathi.
Yeah.
Is that right? Mangalaparathi. Mangalaparathi. Raza says, Dave and Alex, sorry, this could be sensitive, but I mean well. Brackets, fair enough, it's a secret, if it's a secret. How much money and time did you spend on the rebranding of the PropDog logo and branding related efforts, if possible please? Also, for future reference, who did you hire, if possible please? Also, how much money did you roughly spend on the Dave Bonsall logo design copyrights, if possible please? My video guy strongly felt that graphic design work, if done properly, can make a solid difference to magic videos for me, and I'm trying to get more of an idea of how much money and or potentially dedicate for graphic design, hiring, etc. Right. So Alex, what did you spend on yours?
My website?
Yeah.
Very, very little. So some of the background artwork is stock artwork that costs me about 30 quid a pop, and I bought a few of those. And so my logo, I haven't got one.
My website itself, I built entirely on my own. I haven't updated it for quite some time. The flash paper player doesn't work. A lot of my videos are all flash, the photos are flash images that rotate, so a lot of the images are missing. I need to get all that sorted out. So I didn't pay anything for that. I didn't pay anything for logos to do it all myself. I paid for the copywriting, cost me £800. So the copywriting, it was a friend of my mum's who does copywriting. And Mum said, "Oh, I've got a friend who does copywriting, he'll give you a good deal." And I thought, "Oh, great, I'll get a copywriter, it'll be a couple £100. Yeah, £800. So that was a lot of money. And that's that. PropDog website is irrelevant because I paid for the website design as a package. So basically, the initial website, I sat down and drew on Photoshop what I wanted the website to look like, and then I gave it to a friend of mine who builds websites and says, "Can you build this for me into a website using your skills?" Because it was way beyond my website building skills, which he did. And then for the rebranding, we used the same kind of feel for the website. I just went through and chose all the colours that I wanted and the kind of style. And then Pete, my friend who did the website design, has a friend of his who works for a lot of really big top companies and charges a fortune. Being a friend of Pete's, they took my site on as a bit of a project, to redo, and I paid just over £12,000 for the redesign of PropDog. But that included the logo design as well. But had I been a regular customer, he would have probably charged around £40,000 or £50,000 for the work he did on the website, which is why we have such a nice website. And it was a huge investment for us. But that would be irrelevant for you because you don't have the kind of website I have, where you have to have the shopping cart and all the databases and everything thrown in with it as well.
So I built my website. I bought a template.
Yeah.
I bought a template, filled it in, learned a bit of FTP and whatever. And
if you're going to go to a website and say, build me a nice website, you're looking probably about £2,000 to £3,000 for a good one. If someone builds it for £400, you know, make sure that their work is good before you start. So yeah, I mean, as for branding and stuff like that, again, you don't need it. I mean, look at my showreel. My showreel got me so much work. And there's no fancy logos or designs, it's just loads of snippets of videos I put together with a bit of backing music and just put it in a nice format. You don't need to spend too much money on it. If you want to spend money, by all means do it, but you know, I just don't think you need to, Razza. I think you're overthinking this. You know, what are you hoping to get? You're obviously working a bit, you know, are you wanting to get more work or higher paid work or what? It's, you know, if we know more what you're aiming for, then we're better able to advise, but I wouldn't say that your website's the most important thing on it, you know. As I said, video is the most important. When someone's looking for a magician, they'll go on different sites, and they may be good or bad sites, but they're going to watch a video and they're going to see some guys who are just sitting there going, cards, watch this, flick, 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 me doing this, me doing that, me doing that. That's all right. Yeah, well, that's fancy. And then you get somebody else who's going with somebody and they're going, oh my God, wow, ooh, and they're going, that's the one I want. That the other guy, yeah, he's fancy, but I want my Uncle Sam and my Auntie Vera to be seeing that. That's what I want, and that's what's important. And if it's just more work you're going to get, then you just need to work harder to get the work, and you've got to go out there and do the footwork to get it. So yeah, hope that helps, Razza. Robert Van Buren says that. He says, see no evil, speak no evil. Christopher says, if neither Belgium or England wins, surely the vast quantity of £2 goes to charity.
Well, that'll be me, won't it?
yeah. There's a charity box and the local news agent will put it in there.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll do that.
Finley says Belgium versus Italy tonight, so whoever will win that will feel.
Yep.
We'll play England. Fingers crossed we get through tomorrow. I am looking forward to it. Frank Valenti says, Craig Petty, when is the Si Stebbins project being released? Scott Farrington says, brilliant, that helps. Thank you a lot. You're most welcome, Scott. Quite behind, aren't you? Julian Eisner says, I'm watching live from the West Midlands Safari Park. It made me think about introducing some bigger animals into my act. Closer, I think. Razza says, Scott. Oh, he's talking to Scott there, so I don't need to read it out. Eddie Grant says, buy a bean to cup coffee machine, Dave. I had one now for 8 years. What do you think that noise was in the background there, Eddie? I wouldn't be without a bean to cup coffee machine. You know, I've got one at home and I've got one here. Is that Mel? Might be Mel. Amber says, Dave, are you okay? Where's the kombucha? I ran out, Amber. I ran out. I drank it all today. It's thirsty.
Have you got more?
Right, so here's a good question. Charlie says, what's kombucha? Right, so Charlie.
Unfortunately, no one knows, do they? Yeah. It's a mystery. If only we had someone who made it.
So what we need is Artar. We need Artar to tell us how many people, how many times I've mentioned the word kombucha in our lives since the start.
Yeah, you've probably looked it up.
5,000. Benjamin Edwards says, I have a green hand for that purpose. Near Halloween, it says zombie hand. Good call. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Otherwise, there's the Hulk hand or a magical elf's hand. Yeah, you see all these uses for it. Didn't think of those. Daniel Beale says, sounds rubbish. Thanks. Love Ring Fight Revolution anyways. Thanks, Daniel. Crap, says Walter. Agreed. Eddie Grant says, Dave, do you sell a box with plastic dice? Different pictures on sides of the dice. Pick your choice. Put the lid on. You put it behind your back. You do the moves and tell the person the one they pick. Easy trick.
Yeah, it's the television vision box. You know, the box like I made for the Rubik's Cube.
Oh right, okay. Do we sell that?
Yeah, we got one. Oh. It
Apparently
hasn't got pictures
yeah?
on it. It's got different colours.
Thank you, Charlie. Needed another drink, says Jonas. Kombucha, 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 kombucha. How many times can you say that?
Yeah, so we've got a small one, perfect for children. Television, so it's got different colours.
Okay, not pictures, but yeah. Same idea.
Yeah, same idea.
And for those of you who don't know, as you you show that and you put the lid back on it, you're really putting the lid back on that way. So yeah.
Well, I know,
magic circle now.
I know you wanted to leave the magic
Yeah,
circle, but that's and actually, yeah, Marlo's got a nice little so you do it like that, and then you take off, and it looks like it just, does that work? Does that work visually? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So.
Amber says, when are you making more, and what's the brew time from start to finish? Oh, sorry, start to drinkable. So Amber, I constantly make it. So I make 2 batches a week. So on Saturday I make a load, and on Wednesday I make a load, and it takes 20 days from start to drinkable.
20 seconds of soda stream.
Right, what else to talk about? We've caught up with the comments.
So this is great. So talking of things, so I suppose a bit like the Gilbreth principle and stuff. Marked cards, and this is something I've never actually seen, but I've heard of, and it's
marked cards been around for a while.
Marked cards.
Yeah.
These are marked. These are marked with juice.
Kombucha juice.
Could well be kombucha juice.
Coffee stains.
Yep. So they're B-back, but they're marked with juice, and that means that you literally.
Steroids. Oh, marked with steroids. Juice.
So people can burn them. They can riffle them. They won't see the marks. They are virtually invisible, but you can see them because they're marked with juice. So if you want, look up juice marked cards, and you'll see them demonstrate. These are sealed. I don't know if you want me to open them, but they are expensive.
What? Sorry, I'm completely lost. So hang on. So you can set fire to them, and they still won't know that they're
You can set fire to them, they won't know they're marked.
Yeah,
you can look at them for 8 feet away. In fact, the further away you are, the easier it is to see the marks.
Right. Okay.
But unless you know how to see the marks, you won't see them.
Right. So it's just a very well marked deck.
But it's marked with juice, so you can stare at them, you can burn them, and they literally can't see.
Describe juice. What do you mean marked with juice? What do you mean marked with juice?
Like a liquid, so that there are areas of the cards are slightly
stained.
Yeah, I suppose.
Coffee stained, orange juice stained.
Not quite as obvious as that. Which in a way that is invisible, and as you train your eyes to sort of slightly blur the back of the card, so basically you can. They look like normal cards. I really want to open them up and show them.
Is this a bit like those designs you used to have in the 80s, where you look at a picture on the wall and then the image pops out like a dragon or something? Do you know the ones like patterns?
Yeah, a bit like that.
Is juice a magical technical term? Is it?
It's a liquid. It's not like orange juice.
So when it's a classic juice, do all the card guys go, "I know what juicing is"?
Yeah.
Like
so they use them. In fact, there's a film. So there is. I can't remember the name of the film. There's a film where they used them in it. It's called, I don't know, Shade. The film's called Shade.
Oh, I know Shade. I've got it. I've got a DVD at home.
Yeah, so that's the marking that they use.
All right, okay.
So you can literally show it to the. Oh God, I really want to open them up. I can show you the back.
Go on and open them up.
You can stare at it for as long as you like.
Go on, open them up.
Do you want to open them up?
Yeah, let's open them up. Go on.
Are you sure?
We can always repackage.
Look, it's the scissors.
There's a deck seal.
Juice is great. Look, something that was used the cameras to mark cards. There you go.
Thank you. I didn't know.
You see, no. So this is it. So this is one of those things. A bit like using a thick card properly, or Cy Stebbins properly, or the Gilbreth principle properly. You know, if you know how to. Go on.
Got to break the deck seal, haven't I?
Yeah, I've got to break the deck seal.
Don't like breaking deck seals.
I know. So this is really exciting because I haven't seen a juiced deck before. That's amazing. That's good.
Ooh. Ooh. Amazing.
Right, come on. I want to see the deck.
New trick.
All right, go on. So
Sans mine's at 30 quid. Call it Static 15.0 Delta Deluxe version 51. Right. Oh, they're just regular. Oh, okay, right, okay. Oh, no. So, what's the marking on that, Alex?
yeah. Let's start. Come
right,
on.
okay, so let's say that one over there. Right, let me see.
Well, they can play at home as well.
Let's see that. That'd be a bit difficult. I think it's a 10 of hearts. Is that right?
That's a good. So this isn't very exciting. This is a bit like watching something on the radio, but so yeah, there's nothing.
Well,
so there you go. So these are So that's the 10 of hearts and Jack of hearts.
Just out.
See if we can get it at an angle. Does that make any difference?
I see a line on.
I see a line
yeah,
there.
I see a line. Is that line something to do with it?
I don't know. I'm very excited. So there you go. This is a marked deck that's clearly.
Well, I see 2 dots on that one. There's 1 dot there
Yeah,
and
yeah.
1 dot there. Maybe that. I mean, I can't see it from here, but on the camera it kind of stands out. I was at Blackpool once.
So
And
anyway, very clever, ingenious way of marking deck. Oh yes, John Cornelius did have it, as Jonas has pointed out. But I think you needed lenses, whatever, filter, didn't you? You have to you pass the cards under a filter to see the John Cornelius deck, which I'm surprised no one still makes. But there you go.
well, I was at Blackpool once, and I was sitting in the Ruskin. This is about 10 years ago. And there was a guy opposite there, opposite us, and it was one of the sort of middle of the day things, just chilling out, having a quick drink. And there's a guy across there with his deck of cards that he had created specially. And I just got chatting to him. He says, "Yeah, this is my new deck. It's a marked deck." And he goes, "It's the most invisible marking you can get now." And I said, "Oh, brilliant! And you can have a look." He goes, "Yeah, no problem." I looked for it. I couldn't see a thing. And I said, "How do you read it?" He goes, "Well, you've got to know what you're looking for." So, well, what's this card here? And he goes, puts it down, try another one. He goes, 4 clubs, 5 clubs, sorry, okay. He was like that, and it was so hard to read that the guy who created it couldn't read it properly,
Yeah.
but he wanted to go so difficult to read that you really had to know what it was, and it doesn't need to be that good. In all the years I've ever performed, in the thousands and thousands of gigs, I've never had anybody say, "Are those marked? Can I have a look at them?"
No.
Never once had anyone say, "Are they marked?"
No,
Admittedly,
but
I
this-
wasn't really doing any effects to lead to believe that it might be marked, but it just depends on the routines you're doing.
No, I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah, in fact, Jonathan Levitt actually claims, in his act, he claims to be using a marked deck for half of it when he's not.
Right.
And then he does a trick that is using a marked deck
Right,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
end,
yeah.
and he's like, when he doesn't need. Yeah, no, I can't see it. But anyway, I mean, yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay.
I don't think they are marked in the top right hand corner. So I can't see it.
That's it. I'll order one, says Eddie Grant. Glad we liked it. We sold something today. Yay! Pretty good, says Amber. Rebecca says, "I will be flavouring the newest batch of kombucha tonight. I can't wait." Drink up, Jonas. What are you going to flavour it with, Rebecca? I've got some homegrown strawberries in the garden. I threw some of those in my latest batch, so I'm going to try that tonight. Tim Hodgkinson says, "Hey, I'm late. I need to catch up later. No square targets this week." There was. You missed it. Hang on a minute.
Thanks for bringing it up.
There you go. Happy now? Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Tough life, Becky. Tough life.
Got to show you this. One one. What was that?
Hello.
One one. There you go. Right. There was a big bang and oh, there it is. There was a big slam of a door downstairs and he moved, but yeah, it was adorable on his back. Right. Juice is great and something that used to be used by gamblers to mark cards, says Sebastian Blickley. Jonas says, "John Cornelius produced a deck marked like that back in the days called Dream Deck." Didn't know that.
Yeah, I've definitely used the filter, I think.
Alex pushing 50 or 5? Question mark.
Thanks, Walt.
50 physically, mentally. 15. Yeah. Quiet, Aki. Amber says, Alex 2021 watching something on the radio.
That's very much like that. Well, I'm still looking at them. I still can't see these.
I think they are marked in the upper right corner, says Sebastian. Have a look. Can you see? Aki, quiet.
Yeah, you've got to try.
Tim Hodgkinson says, are these the ones you have to unfocus your eye to see the mark?
Yeah, that's the sort of idea.
Well, my eyes are naturally unfocused at the moment because I've not got my glasses on. But, didn't help for me.
No idea.
You missed that. Didn't help. Stuck. Tom Cocker says the vintage 1800 cards I bought from PropDog a while back are an amazing pack of mark decks. They are really good, actually. Yeah, really good.
Yep.
Magic Dream do a good set of cards as well. They're really good. And Penguin mark cards are also very good. Jonas says, I did think John did both with and without lenses. He sold with, but I think it could be used without, says Jonas. Rebecca Wolven says, we're going for apple and cinnamon flavour this time. Nice, nice, yeah, absolutely. Sebastian says, I'm missing Alex's book corner.
Yeah, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. My life's slowly...
We're changing the format though. It's going to be Alex's book square now. Hey.
You see, it's amazing how quickly it just passes under the water. It's all forgotten. You know, it was like, I mean, you know, basically by Monday, everyone had forgotten about the false start and the square faces, which is really nice.
Okay. John's dream deck used a red clipboard, says Robert. Amber says, Alex, can you see the marks when doing a handstand?
I'm not falling for that, Amber.
And how much are the cards, says Jonas?
They're about 50 quid.
Ouch. For a pack of cards.
I know, especially since they're not marked.
Just a regular
there you go.
They're relying on people going, oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Right, anything else?
Only Jonas is the one who's sitting there going, as Sebastian's pointed out there. I can see it. What's the problem?
Anything else to talk about?
Yeah, well, the AM/FM deck by Michael Bregar has come out, and it's basically it's a force deck. Nothing terribly unique about it, but he's got a couple of very good tricks using it. And it is, I don't know how much it is, but 2 very good tricks, very simple forcing deck. AM/FM.
Awesome. Okay, we'll talk about that next week.
Oh, okay.
For other reasons.
So these are the wine bottles. So
the Toro ones.
Yeah, so we had the Toro wine bottles in before, then they went unavailable, and now they come. Look at that!
Look at that. That is very nice.
So you get a nice little box to look after them. You get 8 bottles, and they look like...
nice bit of wood.
And if you're used to, you know, you'll be disappointed if you want those martini bottles.
Nice.
It's going to be hard to get back on, isn't it? But there you go. So they look like really good wine bottles. Or have we just given that away, haven't we? Yeah. If the Magic Circle is watching, we're in trouble. But there you go. Oops.
Oh, very nice.
So they are. So.
Off now. There we go. That is the quality. Very, very nice. Nice and shiny. Nice and good.
Yep. So they've actually. I mean. Yep. They've really. Knocked it out the ballpark with those, I think, for a bargain. 200 and a bit pounds, but really good. You don't want to put a hole in that.
It went on one way. I mean, that might be a one way thing.
We'll do that afterwards. Come on.
They don't all fit back in the box, Alex. Mike's in tomorrow. Mike!
Yeah, Mike put
just phone, Mike, just sort this out. There we go. Right, okay. It's a nice box though.
It is not. I mean, you know, yep. And I like the bottles. I do think they look, especially if you put, you know, if you put the smaller ones there and you go backwards, they'll look really nice.
Amber, nice idea, but that's an idea I might use for the mark cards. So Amber says you've got to drink kombucha to see it. So I'm going to invent a deck of cards that you have to be drunk to see them. Alex is being framed by Dave.
Oh yeah.
You have to take a drink or two to see the marks. Chris Watts says the card on top of the deck is a 2 of spades. I can see it very clearly from here.
That's because 2 of hearts.
2 hearts. Ah! Can't see that well, can you? There you go.
You're on camera, so I don't know. I'm going to have to... It's going to annoy me now.
Amber Williams says, Dave, you missed my birthday. You were fishing instead. I got to see Alex.
Ah, yeah, well, Amber, Dave, surely you say happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Amber. It was a sacrifice I had to make, unfortunately. Right, we are all done on that. We're all done on everything else. Wonderful.
Everything.
And we're almost on time. We've got 4 minutes left to do a giveaway. Whoa! Right, let's do choose a card.
I'll tell you what. Well, hold one up, and if someone gets what it is,
that's a good call.
So
they earn it. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
Well, but I'll hold two random cards up.
Okay. Well, you pick them up, pull them out.
Well, hang on a minute. The problem we got here is that it's a new deck order, and people can kind of.
Alright, that'll be easy to put back, won't it?
Alright. Right. So 2 random cards. You know the rules, guys. You know the rules. We'll go through them again in a minute anyway. So there are, in fact, we'll
show the backs, can't we?
Well, I'm just thinking, do we do... No, we'll show them... Right, okay. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay. Right. Guys, those are the 2 cards. If anyone can see the markings, congratulations, you get a win. There's something happening. There's a straight line and a diagonal line, isn't there?
Yeah,
I have no idea what those mean, but I'm sure that's something to do with it. Now, I can't see those looking here.
No.
Yeah.
You've got an advantage at home. It's much harder to see them here than it is to see them
on camera. So, yeah. Oh, hang on. I saw that. I saw that line. That's the one with the line. That's the one with the vertical line.
So there you go. Anyway.
There. That's the angle, vertical line. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, if you can guess what those are, then congratulations, you win. It may be skill, it may be random. But, so, guys, as from now, you have 1 minute to name your playing card, or the playing card that is. If you get them correct, then you win. If you're guessing you get it, great on you. If none of you get it, it's the nearest one to you.
If everyone taps in the 4 of clubs, we're in trouble.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's a double bluff, then. It is a 4 of clubs.
Oh, what about exactly.
What about if you switch that for one-way force in B deck?
Well, there you go.
And they're all 4 clubs. Joke's on them. Right, guys, you know the rules. Go for it. Name a card. If anyone is new and watching for the first time, if you name the card and you're the first person to name that card, then you will win a prize. The prize can be chosen by you. Go to the home page of the website, scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see a category there that says Facebook Live Giveaways. I think that's what it says. Click on that, and any of those products on there, check if it's in stock. If it's in stock, drop us an email and say, I won! I want this! And then we'll send it to you free of charge on Monday as a little congratulations. I wonder
and just to answer, some people, even if you're in Australia or Singapore, it doesn't matter. You still get sent the thing. You don't have to say, but I'm in Singapore, is it fine?
No, it's fine.
Very nice to worry about it, but we send out one of them.
If we have done 100 shows, okay, and let's say we've done 200 giveaways, because we do 2 a day. I know we've done some without giveaways, but let's say there was 200. And the average price of a DVD or something we give away is £20 to £30. That's a lot of money we've given away.
It's a few grand.
It's a lot of money. You guys are so lucky to have us here.
So lucky.
Do any of the other shows out there give stuff away free like we do? Do Alakazam give stuff away free?
I don't
Sat
know.
Magic?
I mean, sorry, Pete.
Well, Sat Magic have the old competition, don't they? They have the old kind of competition giveaway.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, they have a price drop. No, you still pay for it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
You guys are so lucky to have me. Oh, time's flying. Right, stop. No more. I should have written stop on there. Never mind. I might stop now. No more after. Hello. Click.
Yeah.
God, they got time to name. Time to think about it. There we go. Right, so no more cards called. Right, so for the first time, the cards called were the Queen of Clubs and the Ace of Hearts, and hopefully 2 people are now going, yes!
I mean, if
are they the first?
We haven't scrolled down yet, so we don't know what anyone suggested, but if they are all the Queen...
Well, hang on, well, we stopped going live an hour ago. Right, Jim Hathey says 6 of Hearts. 6 of Hearts says Mikhail. No, you're both wrong, guys. Kevin Peel, Juice, apparently there are 2 dots which indicate the value by their location. Okay.
Well, Kevin, you should be able to get this then.
Yeah. 2 of Spades, says Nathan. 7 of Diamonds, no. So, hang on, tell you what, you look out for Ace of Hearts, I'll look out for the Queen of Clubs, or nearest 2. Well, Chris Watts, 7 of Clubs, you're quite close, only 6 off. You might win, still, you never know. I read that they are really hard to learn, says Andrew Shaw. Oh, Pete Donnelly, 7 of Clubs is nearest so far. 8 of Clubs, Sam, you're the nearest so far.
I mean, I think this is proof that as a marked deck, it's a worker, isn't it, really?
We've got the 4 of Hearts there. Was there anything closer than that?
2 of Hearts. 2 of Hearts, Reza. 2 of Hearts.
I think Alec, the 9 of Clubs, is the nearest to the Queen. So, wasn't that many people calling today? Just go back closer. Who did you think it was?
Reza right at the bottom got 2 of Hearts.
Did he? Oh yeah, 2 of Hearts. Smiley face. Let's go back and check that. 7 of Clubs. Awkward silence.
Club. No one's guessing clubs.
No.
8
no.
of clubs. What was
We
it?
got 8 of clubs, but the 9 of clubs was the
closer.
nearest. The 9 of clubs, was it 9 of clubs I think it was?
Yeah.
7 of clubs, yeah. So, sorry, who was at the bottom then? A lot of people have left now, so there's only 57 people left. But yeah, I think 9 of clubs, Alec Mitchell.
Alec Mitchell.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Reza and Alec.
I think that's the first time no one's got either of them, and the 9 of clubs, I mean, that's 3 away. So, congratulations, guys, and congratulations, Raza. So you know the rules, guys. Go on the website, have a look, find out what you want, and let us know. Jonas says the fish Dave showed on Facebook was the best Bastrakov appearing fish I've ever seen. It looked so lifelike. Yeah, it wasn't real. Eddie says, I will be happy just winning the dice box I asked about. Amber says, nope, just PropDog because you're the best brick and mortar shop and the biggest. Thank you, Amber. Ifty says, thanks guys for another great show. You're most welcome. Raza says, yes, my first PropDog live win.
Yeah. Well done,
Raza. Well done, Raza. Right, guys, as always, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the football. England! It's
Belgium!
It's
Belgium! Yeah. I don't know what the Belgium chant. They must have a chant.
The thing is, you're going to go watch us in the pub now,
chocolate,
and you're going to be like,
chocolate. What are the Belgians?
Well, the thing is, you should be cheering for England, but in part of you is going to be saying, I want to win £1 because I can buy a new boat. I can cheer for Belgium, and everyone's going to go. You're going to get beaten up because you're cheering for Belgium the weekend. You know.
Should I get a Belgian shirt?
Go to a Belgian pub. Right, guys, see you all later. Have a great one, and once again, thank you for joining us. We're nothing without you guys. Thank you. Bye.